Fall 2021 has given anime watchers the new in series, Shin no Nakama Janai Ryusha no Party Woid Asareta Node. Banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. The series' run has been a fun watch for fans who like otherworld animes, romance, comedy, and a storyline that progresses and keeps you guessing. Though it has reached its end, here are several other anime that someone who likes Banished from the hero's party would enjoy. They all bring something a little different, so we hope you find something for your watchlist. Similar anime to Shin no Nakama Janai Ryusha no Party Woid Asareta Node, Henkyu to Slow Life Suru Kodo Nai Shimashita. Similar anime to Banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Yona of the Dawn has violence, just like Banished from the hero's party. Blood, slashing, action, murder. The father of Yona is murdered. The culprit is Yona's so-called friend. She and her allies escape the palace and are now on the run to survive. Hack and Yona have some implied romance here and there. And there's even some form of reverse harem elements here. When all is said and done, this anime has relevant similarities, solid character development, and character writing that makes it deserving of a second season. If they ever get around to it. The traveling merchant, Lawrence, makes his way through a village that holds a festival in honor of a wolf deity whom the town used to pray to for a good harvest. Holo, the aforementioned wolf god, meets Lawrence, and through unusual circumstances, the two wind up traveling together. What begins as a deal between partners grows into a lot more as Lawrence and Holo learn about each other through the course of their next adventures. One place where Banished from the hero's party delivers is in the relationship between Red and Rit. Similarly, in Spice and Wolf, you will enjoy watching how Holo and Lawrence come to understand and care for each other through their travels. Spice and Wolf takes place in a more realistic and historical world than Banished from the hero's party, but don't let that stop you from watching, because it only adds to the charm. If you enjoyed the relationship between Red and Rit, check out Spice and Wolf. Chise is a rare individual whose red hair proves that she is a slay beggy. Chise has an excellent capacity for magical prowess, but her life will end at an early age. In episode 1, Chise is sold at auction to a masked individual who turns out to be a magus who has been around for many years. Chise spends her days learning about magic of many different types and supernatural creatures. She also begins to learn more about her own desires in the world, even though an early death is in her future. Like Red is booted from his party, Chise begins the series by being auctioned off to a mysterious being. After both of these characters get this unexpected turn in their lives, they both find a quiet existence away from the city's hustle. Both characters make fast friends with those around them and explore crafts. For Chise, she learns magic and makes friends with many supernatural beings. Red carves out a new start as an apothecary store owner. For another magical adventure with an unexpected turn of fate, check out Ancient Magus's Bride. Snow White with the Red Hair, or Shiraukihime, is an anime series about Shirayuki. She's the red-haired girl everyone notices. In this world, people with red hair aren't common. For these reasons, Shirayuki can be targeted, picked on, or bullied for her differences. In some cases, this leads to admiration and adoration. She meets the prince called Zen, who acts nothing the typical, stuck-up prince types. And the two fall for each other. This creates problems politically, but it doesn't matter in Zen's eyes. If you want an anime with romance and wholesome vibes, this is it. There are 2 seasons to get through.
ただいま。突然の聖女召喚は異世界スローライフの始まりでした。
Sei and another woman are pulled from their home on Earth to another realm entirely. After arriving in this life-altering fashion, Sei is snubbed as a second person summoned on accident. After being pulled into a new world in error, she decides to make the most of her experience. Sei chooses to learn about potion making, herbs, and magic. Before long, it becomes clear that Sei has some untapped magical prowess of her own, and that there is more to her presence than initially thought. The saint's magic power is omnipotent as a slow burn Jaceramance. Sei, like Red, learns about potions, magic, healing, and finds a sense of belonging that they did not have previously. Sei is cast aside and considered an extra to the summoning, and similarly to Red Gideon, this main character starts by being booted by his party. For an anime with a great romance, like the one going between Red and Rit, check out the Saint's magic power is omnipotent.
ユナお姉ちゃんと出会ってから毎日が驚くことばかりです。
まあいいか。特に元の世界に帰らなきゃいけない理由もないし、めったに味わえない異世界生活を満喫しよう。
Kuma 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 Bear is about Yuna, a girl who invests in stocks and enjoys playing VR games like Garito or Asuna. While playing her favorite game, a special event takes place where she gets to choose an item at random. That item ends up being a special bear suit. Once she arrives back in the game, she can no longer return to the real world or disconnect from the game. She decides to make a life there for the time being. There's no romance, or implied romance, here like Banished from the hero's party, but similar outcomes and themes do crossover. You have action here and there, and the more important slice of life vibes that make it laid back. Another anime series adapted from a light novel, like many on this list, this anime is an isekai series. Asuza died from overwork and exhaustion in her previous life. She's reincarnated as a witch who becomes powerful by just killing slimes for 300 years. She wants to live a relaxed, chilled life. And as she meets certain people along the way, she invites them to stay with her, building an idea of a family who she takes care of. The Rising of the Shield Hero is about Naofumi, who is isekai'd away. He is told that 4 heroes are prophesied to help save the kingdom. The other heroes are a spear hero, a sword hero, and a bow hero. And Naofumi? He is the shield hero. The shield hero has no following, unlike the others. After being wronged by a party member early on, Naofumi is at a considerable disadvantage and decides to go about his adventure his way. Later, Naofumi finds himself at the center of a harem. This anime is full of action, comedy, and adventure. The Rising of the Shield Hero is similar to Banished from the hero's party in that the main character begins the series with personal misfortune. Where Gideon Red is told that he is no longer of use to the hero's party, Naofumi is betrayed and put at a huge disadvantage almost immediately. After their initial misfortune, they both deal with trying to figure out what life will be like in an unfamiliar place. If you check out The Rising of the Shield Hero and enjoy it, don't forget that a highly anticipated Season 2 is coming next year. Drugstore in Another World, the slow life of a cheat pharmacist centers around Ryaiji Kiryu, who is brought to a new world in unabashed isekai fashion. With newfound expertise in pharmaceutical knowledge, Ryaiji opens up a drugstore with his life in a new world. He goes from being an overworked cog in the corporate world to the village pharmacist. Join Ryaiji in the making and selling of medicines and learning what an unfamiliar world has in store for him. Both Drugstore in Another World, the slow life of a cheat pharmacist, and Banished from the hero's party revolve around a character that had an unexpected life change early on and used their advanced knowledge to go a route that has to do with the making and selling of medicines. Though Banished from the hero's party has a better plot, the slow life of a cheat pharmacist hits the target with its slice of life vibes. For another chill anime that features a medicine maker, check out The Slow Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video on anime similar to Banished from the Heroes Party. I know I did, I have a lot of binge watching ahead of me. And I'm sure you do too. I'm sure your list just expanded out, or who knows, maybe you're all caught up. And when you complete all of the anime mentioned on the list. But anyways, if you think that we missed anything on this list, then be sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video if you like it and subscribe to the channel for more anime content like this. Anyways, I'll catch you later, see you in the next one.